Hello everyone, welcome to another session of Shadow Empire, where we are slowly building up our industry into something actually worthy of a nation rather than a band of raiders. Meanwhile, we were witnessing a massive fight between the Republicans and the militarists, and surprisingly enough, the smaller Republicans supported in just kind of a enemy of my enemy is my friend way by religious fanatics from two different cities. Yeah, the military seem to be kind of struggling. They love us as well, even more than Republicans. We're just best friends with everyone, even though we cut the roads. And by the way, I realized that the cutting of the roads was kind of silly because you can just put traffic signs. Thanks, Truls. But yeah, so we now have a decent amount of industry going on. Yeah, those solar panels are going to be starting to produce from next turn, so that's going to be good. Is this switched to its maximum production? Yeah, I will switch it to 25 for the time being, and we'll see how our oil income is going to be looking. We're going to be overkilling it on energy, but that's actually fine, I think. What are we doing here? Oh, it's private food. That's fine. Yeah, actually with increased amount of energy production, our balance is going to be much different in a lot of ways, because that frees up water supplies to be used and so on. And how are logistics looking? Is it only about building more roads, or... Yeah, we are running into the edge of logistics here anyways. So... am I building the extension anywhere? I don't think I started yet. So let's try the supply base. Actually, does it matter if I just put it anywhere, or should I put it even further away? I'm not sure, but let's do it here. Should be like at least a few tiles more forward. And try to get a bit more road. Do I want to go straight up or a bit more wiggly? Well, I cannot get that. Oh my god, it's so expensive. I will need like 1,000 industrial points almost to get to the road. And yeah, I guess going straight for the road is the best way to save on industrial points. Oh wow, those dunes, man. I mean, I guess technically speaking, we could have gone through the north and used this road. No, not really. We would have to attack the other major regimes. So really, this is the only way. Yeah, let's not even build one tile. Not going to mean anything. I don't think. Instead, do I start building more troops to put on my cities? Actually, no. I will get more ammo, because really that's still the problem. You guys are just on the very, very edge. Wait. Who's this? Slavers? We're not that ideologically opposed to them, but... Oh wow, we killed them all, that's nice. That's going to be cleaned up a little bit. But we do fight pretty much everyone, and this is free metal. And that would be nice. It's outside of my logistics range though, so it's not going to help. We do have a nice plains rocky kind of terrain features over here, so we can kind of continue going like this. And it's going to be much cheaper. Though we're not going to be going much north from here. Yeah, this is only desert. So those fanatics are going to be chilling. When it comes to us, of course, they're fighting other people. Let's see what other stuff we have. New organization. I don't think we really need one. New design. I want a light tank. So you can get howitzers, which are more soft firepower, if I recall, and high velocity guns, which are anti-armor. I think we would just go for a howitzer. Max armor, I guess. And now the question. So we're going to have... I don't remember the details of how much the armor and weight went into the engine power. Maybe we can get away with medium engine. This would cut the cost significantly. And the fuel consumption as well, by 50%. That would be huge. Yeah, let's try medium, and we'll see how fast they are actually in practice. I guess I can just build this one road. So at least I will be able to attack some of their troops. How are we in quality? Okay, we are crushing them in theory. Oh wow, that was a good fight. It's two nations here, right? Yeah, the one to the south and those guys. Yeah, let's just keep going for now. Anything new on the northern front? It's interesting that the AI is still keeping some troops on our border. I wonder if they would be moving them either way, if they were at peace, if there were more, or just the same. Roaming thieves. Yeah, still fanaticism. Civilization level has risen to 2. Nice. And we got Fate Stratagems. National budget. That's going to be important thing to look into, but in a second, I think. Let's look here, because this is much simpler. I guess it will be more useful here. It's looking fine. So, we are not really gaining metal, but we're not losing it either. Solar panels, yeah, I'm almost thinking about removing this scavenging furnace. I think they should be less efficient than power plants. And we seem to be getting oil still. Yeah, this biofuel refinery is covering this power plant, which is exactly what I wanted to achieve. And there are still some problems with energy somehow. Yeah, it has to be cleared up from the next turn. I think the thing that would be most beneficial is just to continue pushing in this direction. Even though it costs... Yeah, I can get one tile of the road again. Or do I just build more industry? It's also an option. Yeah, this actually requires the industrial points as well. Okay, I'm not going to be building more road for the time being, at least. I will bully them a little bit. Okay, this was far less successful. Actually not too bad. I need to remember to get some reinforcements though. Okay. My guys actually, once they start shooting, they do get some hits. So that's good. This will be really useful once we actually start pushing. And you guys might as well just stay here, and we will use the strategic move later on. Might as well steal some hexes over here before those guys show up. Don't see any surrounds in this area. This southern attack is still ongoing, though it doesn't seem to have much speed with it. And the religious fanatics are, yeah, it looks like they have been repelled over here. Still something might happen here, and some nomads over here, though they've been cut up. Wait, this is just nomads, so they cannot be cut off. Okay, national budget. I think I want to give a bit more money to the model design council and to the staff council, because I want to have a tank formation of some kind. Secret Service, I think you guys can just lose money, that's fine. Supreme Council, yeah, removing 2%. Military research stays the same. Honestly, maybe I cut off a little bit from military research. What do I have available? What can I do with you guys? Combat armor, oh, this is huge. Side skirts also would be pretty nice. Radiation filters. We don't really have radiation that much, so it's not really necessary. But combat armor and radiation filter, and that would unlock next year, possibly. So yeah, investing in tech is pretty nice. Oh wow, it forgot what I switched here. Yeah, let's switch both of those into 10 maybe. Let's keep the research council the same. Secret service, you guys are not really that useful at the moment, so and we keep you at 3%. Not that much political points, but good enough reserve that I'm not really worried about lowering priority for Supreme Command Council. Some people are going to be pretty unhappy about this, but what can you do? And you know, we switched more to designing for the time being rather than discovering. Sonic,
Aye, aye, sir.
critical success. Well, if someone is trying to get away from the Sonic, one thing he does well apparently is going fast after them. That's good. So it seems like the game meritocracy or enforcement. Well, meritocracy does sound nice. There is something I haven't played with, which is creating your own cards with... you can scrap cards you're not going to use and then use them to create new cards, which are kind of like generic, but they give you points to various profiles, so it can be a good way to get your nation moving one way or the other. They also give you like some minor bonuses, or leaders. They can actually get you decent leaders as well. Yeah, I think it's just a bit of waiting for the time being, for all of this construction to be finished and the resources to start flowing in correct directions. So this is Industry 1. There's no industry over here. We are producing a really good amount of oil, which makes me very happy. Could also add more scavenging in this area, potentially. We are not... yeah, we're not short on metal, so that's fine. Oh wait, we are about to start running low on food. That would be bad. Okay, so I can buy it for now. Maybe I can sell water? Yeah. I mean, we're maxed anyways. Wait, are we maxed? Yeah, we were maxed. Am I building more? Yeah. Agreed on level 2, and I can always remove biofuel. Oh, there's actually only 200 over here. 75 over here. They are on 25% production, which is good. At least this one is. This is going to be producing a bit more. Yeah, 300 food. We shall see, the economy needs a bit of balancing. That's why I like to have volcanoes, because volcanoes you just plant and you get a ton of energy. You don't have to worry about stuff like fuel to power them. Solar panels work as well, but they're a bit more... you need to build a lot more of them than the volcano power plants, I guess. It's, yeah, amazing that the militaries are so huge and yet they're barely hanging against the... oh, yeah, so the sonar attack got defeated in a way, though it might end up being like a double encirclement, as in both sides are encircling each other. Water supplies, which is really that interesting. Combat armor, very nice. So I think it's time to improve my infantry, so Model Council is going to have a lot of work to do. And this is finished, so from the next turn it's going to be pushing more logistics in this direction. There is an opening for a small surround over here. I'm almost tempted to fight with my HQ, because those guys seem to die like flies anyways, so might as well. Okay, the enemies really don't seem to be doing that well against my troops, so that's good. Okay, this is not a great start. Oh wait, those are suicide bombers. Yeah, that does make sense. That they died first. A lot of damage. Wait, you guys are... Oh, it was a draw. Okay. Might be difficult for you to get out, actually. Yeah, I will make sure to finally surround and remove those guys. And I have those guys to rescue in case something bad happens. Okay, this is finished. Still losing food. Still winning this, but we're doing okay. Yeah, more metals coming, but we'll be needing so many metals for tank construction that I'm not worried about having too many of those. And there's no storage limit for metals, so that's fine. And we're really not far from the city. Just a few more road tiles, really. I think I will wait one more turn before building a few of those in a row. Let's see what new... Secret Service, you guys have no funding anyways, pretty much, so it doesn't really matter. High-speed machine guns, where is it? Oh, it's an earlier tech. Actually, it's pretty cheap, so I think I might as well just do it now.
Order received.
How is the Economic Council doing, by the way? Yeah, you guys are spending a lot of your efforts on prospecting, and I think I want to adjust that. We're not really funding that much, because prospecting is only as good as stuff that actually is present in the earth. If there's nothing, you're not going to be finding anything anyway, so I think I want to adjust that. So you might as well stay 10%. Let's move you to 10% as well. And actually, wait. So heavy industry. And then ammunition factory, but I would want to discover some more stuff as well. Sealed roads would be pretty nice as a thing to have available. Bitcoin broadcasting, what does that do? Entertainment, housing. Social housing and worker apartment assets. Both help you retain the populace in the zone. This one I don't really recall. Maybe it's a newish thing as well. Okay, you guys go to 10%. Okay, so there's increase in both discovery and research a little bit, so that's good. Competing node discovered in Salonika. Okay. Wait, did you join Justice Humanities Knights, or were you part of them before? I think Blaine used to be very loyal and factionless, but what can you do? So, we have a computer node. We can just gain sealed roads or harness the power. I think we just, yeah, plus 50 bureaucracy points per turn. That seems better. And sealed roads, I mean, I said, they would be nice to have as an option to move more logistics. It's not really something we need. And for autocracy would actually put us in 80, so that would be nice as well. Everyone loves both options, so it's not really a consideration. We could, in theory, I think... So, you guys are bordering with the slavers. So if I called you... No. There is an option somewhere to buy more population from slavers. But maybe my relations are not good enough. Yeah, this... this seems to be a bit difficult. Maybe if I bully them a little bit. Okay, I think I'm approaching the end when it comes to building up my industry. and we'll be able to finally push more to the west. Okay, the nomads are actually getting destroyed. And they're pushing back to both west and east, I think, the militarists, against the minor regime. Maybe it's something about the fact that the Republicans were much smaller territory. Maybe they had actually pretty similar amounts of units built up, but because the Republicans had smaller area, they just were more concentrated. Structure crews, that can be always useful. Yeah, seems like the front is stabilizing between those two. We almost got cut off here, but not quite, so that's fine. And we can just slaughter them. Let's make sure it actually happens. Oh, whoa. Yeah, destroyed. And might as well just... I guess I shouldn't be pushing too aggressively. They need to rest, and I'm not sure if they have enough reinforcements as well. Okay, still did it. Now we're getting to an actual road, and there is some decent terrain for my buggies and tank. Not that apparently I need them that much. So, how much is the industry to... still not finished. It's almost finished. I think I can get a few more road tiles over here. I think I would want it to wiggle a bit more. Okay, and I'll keep the rest just in case I need it for finish this construction. I would want to get some troops to be replenished just in case. Yeah, that's also 100 industry. It's also expensive. I don't remember industry being this problematic to get, but apparently it is. Yeah, let's switch more guys to the south a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking I should be building more industry, but to build industry you need industrial points. Yeah, you know, actually it's probably just the roads. I'm spending so much of those industrial points on the roads. Like 6 or 7 times more than I would be usually. Or even more. I mean, frankly, my territory is kind of big already. And I'm building a lot of roads, which are very, very expensive in this terrain. This is probably the reason. How are we looking? Yeah. There is still food available on the market. And we can sell water. Apparently, people really want a huge amount of water, but the price is not very high for it. I can also sell metals of various kinds as well. Yeah, the only soldiers coming in right now are recruits from the dojo, which is somewhere, God knows where. Okay, one more turn, and let's see how much industry I'm going to get from the new building. It also very, costly itself. I think it was almost 300 industry. It seems like the turn rate is quite improved from when I was playing last time, which granted was a few years ago. Oh wow. No, wait. This is the jetpack people. I thought they sniped my unit. Scavenging community was removed because scavenge points were depleted. 2342. High-speed machine gun, nice. Is this... Yep. It's on the capital. It was to be expected, it was running out. It doesn't really start with that much scavenging points. I'm actually wondering, should I be improving those or just building more of them? I think improving them is going to be more efficient. Though on the other hand, because they are going to eventually run out anyways. It is more efficient, I think, to build them in more places. Simply because you lose less resources overall from the upgrades. Yeah, and this is only increasing by times 2, so there's no increase in efficiency in actually gaining. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be an actual reason to really build up the level. The product, there's less usage of workers, I guess. So it's more workers efficient, but I'm not really that low on population. And I will be gaining more as well. Very, very soon. Oh, we're actually green all the way over here. You'll almost reach the capital, I think. Red should be over here, so just a few more tiles. Actually, maybe I can reach the road already over here. Oh, there is... It's a different kind of dunes? But anyways... Okay, now we're actually playing the game. Let's get the vehicles. Let's bully them with my infantry. Some losses, but this is the price we have to pay. Actually, that was quite a few losses. And I need to focus in the south anyways. Yeah, not much point to be bullying those guys to the north. We'll just get those tanks and go straight for the capital, I think. Or some war units would be useful. But for now, let's fill up the actual garrisons. So can I raise a machine gun infantry unit? No. I'm short on industry a little bit still. Interior Council. Tariffs? No, we're not really doing that much trading anyways. Pretty sure. And let's get side skirts. We could upgrade the capital to a minor city, but it doesn't really help with anything. It only unlocks the higher levels of buildings. Okay, and from next turn is going to be producing all this stuff. And you know what? Let's build an range extender on logistics in this area as well. Actually, you guys could just use more roads. Well, let's get logistics supply base. Okay, so this is high priority target. This is not really. This would be a high priority target, but it's almost closer from this side. Like, actually, considering the road is closer from this side than the other. And Joe's Cave would be pretty nice, actually. So yeah, let's go a little bit more north to reach Joe's Cave and then just continue going south. But let's not spend industrial points on it for... Oh, for 20, nice. Hurry, and building for food. Yeah, maybe actually I upgrade this one straight up. Just checking if I have actual public food production in another place, but I don't really see it. So since my HQ is still in this place, I think might as well build up stuff more. Oh wait, it's actually here. It's not cheap. And it requires some machines as well. And ammo. Okay. Mika Mount is probably not going to hold long. I think most of the troops should be to the north. They do have a huge amount of troops, but it is pretty late for the minor regimes to be still just running around freely. Usually they just die really, really fast because they're not really that strong. And you can see my infantry is just destroying them. Okay, but my infantry is destroying them, but they're not that resistant to being encircled. Mechanized machine gun infantry army. I mean, honestly, I would prefer mechanized infantry. Heavy industry, okay. I'm not sure if we will go for heavy industry anytime soon. Because, no, I want this, I don't want this. Because really, yeah, we would need to buy high-tech parts as well, which we don't have any. We need 20 machines. Absolute ton of metals. We have half of it. And actually, the industrial points cost, yeah, it's a bit more than one pile of road per turn, so not that expensive. It's really efficient when it comes to the... it's twice more efficient than making it from a workshop. But I think you really should get this when you have units that require machines. Which might be in like around 4 turns we would be getting there somewhere, but I think it's too early for now. Okay, so first off, let's get rid of those guys. It might be that those guys are a bit tougher than the other ones. And this is good terrain for tanks, so let's actually use them for once. And maybe some troops just to get some more hits. Yeah, I think most of the hits were from infantry actually. So yeah. Hey, we actually got something. After this god knows how long expedition to the west, we actually managed to gain something. And we could continue pushing directly, and I think I want to go along the road. Okay, maybe now let's ditch the infantry. Oh, wow. Oh, this is what I like in this game. Seeing those red skulls all over the place, that's really nice. Feels really, really good. There's actually a lot of you guys here. Let's secure the northern flank a bit more. It does seem like my numbers are kind of thin in this area. And they will be coming. It should be pretty difficult to... actually, they might be able to surround me from the north. How possible is it for me to raise a formation right here? Not really, because I don't have logistics probably, right? Yeah, I don't have logistics in this area. But where could I get this current? Maybe over here or over here? Okay, I think I will just get... let's get the machine guns, just so they're a bit more defensive, to be honest. Yeah, it seems like I'm just running out of bodies. The front line is too long on both sides. Which is delaying for getting the actual garrisons, but just expanding pretty aggressively in this campaign. It's not... Sometimes you just keep expanding the whole game because there's just empty terrain without any regimes, and sometimes you do get boxed in, especially now with the C DLC. There's a bit less expansion, which can be fine as well. I think it's good when the both options are available, where there's like pretty much expansion the whole game, which is pretty finicky with how logistics systems is. You're just acting constantly on the very edge of your logistics, and with the Cs, you're a bit more constricted, which can be fun as well. So, we have heavy machine gun infantry army, which is just basically infantry with more machine guns, and I'm not really interested in that. I think the only way to check my formations is somewhere through here. And if I recall, the UI for this is not great, yeah. Yeah, so I have only mechanized machine gun infantry. There is like a discovery tree for those formations, but it's not in the game. You have to open it on the web browser pretty much, and I cannot really be bothered. So ideally I would go for just mechanized normal infantry, but because machine gun infantry is the only available, I will just go for this. Might be honestly the better choice in all scenarios, simply because it's available. This is building up, so this should be coming pretty soon. And yeah, with those additional troops, this shouldn't really be an issue. Let's see. The militaries are pushing back a little bit, it seems. Yeah, I mean, they got... Actually, wait, they took control over the Republic religious fanatics in this corner. Seems like they're coming back. Which is good, because I think they would make... Oh my god. Dome Breach in the hero clone. I think at least there's just barely any people there. We got our tank! Glorious. Glorious war, glorious tanks. I should be using more cards, to be honest, for formations, but on the other hand, this fight is so easy. Might as well not waste it and save those points for later. Yeah, so they did manage to capture this. They're still barely hanging on this area. Yeah, it seems pretty stable overall. There is a small encirclement, actually, for the Republicans. This fight might continue for quite a while, apparently. Okay, maybe I will be able to sneak in. This is low mountains, yeah, so pushing with buggies over there is not going to work. And pushing with a single tank into the city is not going to work either. You guys are having a lot of farms, which is pretty much perfect, to be honest. Having a lot of farms would make me really happy. Guys, yeah, I can't really strategically move them any further than this, so might as well just take a group move, get you a bit more forward. It feels really nice to be actually working in green logistics for a while. Not going to last, as it never does, but for the time being at least it's pretty nice. And yeah, you can see I'm just pretty much out of troops to push. Because I would be getting surrounded even now, to be honest. I might push you guys back. Get some replenishments. Oh, wow. Yeah, those losses are piling up. RPGs, we have some in reserve. Still plenty of recruits, and actually colonists as well. Let's see how bad it is with the dome breach. Bay. Good chance you will actually do it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Bay? You're with the Justice Humanist Knights as well. How is this faction just building up so much? Can I open this directly from here? No. Too bad. Let's find the faction over here. Governor, Military Research Council, Interior Council, Secretary. So even though I've been opposing those guys the entire game, they have the Secretary, they have the Prime Minister, they have the Director of Interior Council, which is, like, probably involves the police. They have 2 governors and the Military Research Council. I think... Yeah, those guys are... This is only Sonic has his own goddamn faction. Oh my god, seniority rank 56. Yeah, the Sonic is... Is it the higher the better? I think the higher the better, because I would assume that this guy is top 1. He actually likes me more than usual. Sonic, goddamn you. And all of those guys are... There's Governor here, Advisor, which is doing nothing because I didn't really figure out a way to use him. A lot of directors and a lot of commanders, but nothing really that as important. Well, the leader of military is in this faction. But honestly, the Justice Humanist Knights, should be pushing a bit more into heart, because, I mean, they seem to be controlling everything. I think it would make sense. 30% of the vote. Yeah, they lost a lot of vote over time as I was supporting the other faction, but I think they deserve a bit of a comeback, really. There's a lot of other stuff going on. You know what? Because she's from the humanist faction. Wait, they don't like... This faction doesn't like democracy either? Oh, you like meritocracy. Okay. Yeah, so you would use military force either. I was thinking that maybe because in the cities that have the yellow governors, I would be giving money to the protesters, but they don't like democracy either, so this is something we all agree on. Just like we agree on using force, we agree on not giving people votes, apparently. Yeah, you can have your plague, but militia is really nothing special at this point. Yeah, I'm usually not really doing that much with salaries. Sometimes I increase the soldiers' salaries to boost morale a little bit. But like the salaries of the actual leaders, don't really play with it that much, unless I really need a few points. I think we will go into even more into political power. This seems fine. So we have postures are really nice, but I think I need to do more to operationalize and discover OOB's order of battle. I think this is customize. I don't really play with it usually, though you can customize those formations to a fair amount. Switch this to 10% as well. Yeah, this is fine. New model. I think we can improve the infantry now. Quite a bit as well. So, Gauss rifle, it's straight up upgrade with barely more cost even, so it's going to be pretty good. And combat armor as well, which is double the armor.
Yes, sir.
It's no brainer, pretty much. Oh yeah, so here comes slaves. 1700 people for 320 credits. Yeah. And this is going to Salonika. Yeah, even though it's border, I was thinking maybe it's bordering this governor, but it does seem to be more of a national issue. And in this case, I think globally the Justice Knights don't have the control over the policy yet.
Roger that.
So we're just buying. Oh yeah, I need a new leader, so let's get this one real quick. I think training a junior is going to be a better idea. Personal combat 6, this should help him a little bit with surviving. Meritocracy, heart. Oh, he's going to join the Justice Knights as well. A point. I could maybe hit one of those units, but I think it's better to just let them rest a little bit, get more supplies, and then push straight for the capital. Your resources are being used. Oh wow, I'm out of ammo again. I really need those ammunition factories so I can just forget about this and let it do its own way. But I think it's going to be it for this episode once this turn actually goes through. We'll see what's going to be happening next, but yeah, I mean, this was a really nice expedition over here, just going through this desert. I think it showed how the logistics work in this game quite nicely. The Republicans are attacking those guys, which is, I think, pretty much perfect. On the side of the Republic, there doesn't seem to be anything that's actually worth much value. Oh, ammunition factory, really nice. I will need to build one pretty much straight up. Yeah, it seems like those guys are at war with the Confeds, which is surprising because I would think that they would have really good relations, but apparently not. So Where your guys' city is like over here. I just lost spies in your area, right? And there's another farmers society over here. And this is this the biggest area of plains on this planet? There is something pretty huge over here as well, and I have no idea what's there. This is probably could be like the biggest concentration of population, like in theory. In practice, probably not that many people, and they seem to be located on the very edge as well. Seems like this is the best terrain. Finally, a place with not that much desert. Okay. But yeah, I think we're still preparing for just building up tanks and hopefully mechanized infantry for the big push against the major powers, which are still happily just fighting each other. Without any clear indications of who's winning that much. It's interesting that they are still fighting, right? Regimes. Mandalum. It's like overview of diplomatics. Yeah, those guys are still at war. And they're at war with the Mikamount nation, apparently. So yeah, GG and see you guys in the next one.